Hypocrisy.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. And with me today, due to a government-mandated affirmative action,
that's right,
back in studio. What's up, man?
I have returned. You know what?
What?
I was telling Mama Vic, the greatest thing in the world is hearing the little footsteps.
Oh,
to the hug.
Yeah, she likes you.
It's something about the footsteps are always adorable.
Yeah, she's been waiting. She's like, when is Uncle Drexel coming? Like, I don't know. You ask him. He doesn't talk to me.
Calls me up. Yeah, it's always funny because you know there's something about because you can hear the lift up off the couch.
Yeah.
Because I think I said something. I think I said something to you, and I could hear her like stop what she was doing
and just go. And then the increasing wail of like the siren. She's like,
yeah. Oh god, it's the cutest thing in the world.
She's good.
Cute as a button.
Stuff.
Oh god, you're still drinking that?
I thought
you just drank one.
No. I put it in the freezer.
Oh,
because it was warm. It's disgusting.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, what's up, guys? Yes, I'm wearing an extra gay 4th of July tank top since I didn't do a stream last night because I was gonna, and then I was sitting there and I was like, ugh.
You got tired?
No,
Sick?
stomach and head.
Oh
like,
no.
I was like, and my head's been since Sunday. I've had like bad nasal congestion. It's clearing up a lot. Like today's been great.
That's weird.
But yesterday was like pretty good until about 10:30. I was like, and no, it was no show. Not gonna happen. So anyway, it's good. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to flip the screens because there. Now,
there it is.
That fucking light behind you.
Like
you are not angelic. You don't need a halo.
I know, right?
Anyway.
Oh man.
Anyway, so we've got some stuff to talk about tonight.
This has been a week. It's
been a week, but you haven't been here in like months.
So I asked my daughter, when's the last time I was here?
It was May, I think.
Was it?
It wasn't June.
Was I here in May or was I here in April?
Might have been April.
Shit.
It's been a minute.
Wait,
can you reach back and close that?
Was the last time I was here?
We don't need the vault open anyway. Oh, wait, it auto locks. No, I'm just kidding.
Was the last time I was here? Was that the big Herc stream?
Yeah, I think so. It's been a long fucking time.
Has it been that long? Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, it's been a bit. A lot has happened since then, and we've got a lot to talk about. But so the main things that I have is, look, we're gonna go wherever the conversation goes because that's how this works. But the main things I have written down are affirmative action at the Supreme Court. Look, as a black man, I have already given my opinion, but I wanted to ask my fellow white what you thought about the end of affirmative action in higher education. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. And then I've got something for you from Baltimore that I previewed to you, but I didn't tell you what it was.
Yeah. I told you to spare me the the full headline.
Yeah.
I want to make sure it's a true reaction.
All he knows is that it's from Baltimore.
Oh god.
And I previewed this on the show, I think on Monday.
Oh, good logic's in the house, huh?
Yeah, what's up, Joe?
Hey, Joe?
And his Raiders. Welcome. Thank you guys for being
that's
here.
Our girl Nina. Hey Nina.
Hey, Nina's in chat. Hey, what's up, Nina?
She's so dog-pilled now. I love Nina.
She's great. She's fantastic. So we've got that, and then we're gonna discuss some of the weird shit that's been going on with these higher profile social media dudes. And this it's like seeming humiliation fetish that they have. Because it's like there's cuckery, and then there's like rampant demand that people accept the cuckery, which is like, so we got Idubbbz getting like, I don't know if you know what happened with Idubbbz, but long story short, best I can gather, there was a charity boxing event. They're supposed to like donate 250 grand, and they basically like didn't make any money. So that was bad. Or
So why was that though? Why
they
do you
like
think that
lost. He blamed like internet trolls and people pirating the show, which is like they, instead of pay-per-viewing it, of course, the thing with pirates of pay-per-view, right, is like, if they didn't pirate the show, they weren't gonna watch it a lot of times. It's like, well, I could pay $70, or I could pay $0. It's actually usually I could pay $0 or I could pay $0 and watch this, right? Like lots of people who are pirating something aren't going to otherwise buy it. So you can't actually figure out like what the specific cause is or whatever. But so we got that. He lost a bunch of money on it, but then he did a charity stream where like people could directly donate to the charity they were supposed to pay to like try and make up for the loss, right? Like does it, he's like, I'm going to do a stream. I'll set some goals. Like if we hit this many donations, I'll do these things, right?
Oh, what things?
Like shave his head or something, stuff like that.
I mean, because we have to actually ask now because
right. Because it could have
gone to like a Jack Murphy kind of.
No, I didn't see anything that was like, we'll see what the goals were. They're on the video.
Okay.
But there's this one part where his wife, and we talked about his wife years ago because she decided to do OnlyFans. And he's like, look, guys, it's great that she's doing OnlyFans. And since that happened, it's been like this nonstop cavalcade of weird shit where he seems uncomfortable, but like he's getting dumped on by her specifically. So she calls in during the live stream and asks him in front of the whole world, like if he's always shit himself his entire life because he apparently has IBS or something. And he's just like,
wait. So this is like almost like doing the what do they call those old things we remember in the 80s and 90s, like the call-a-thon kind of.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like well, I guess you could kind of like that, except it's normally with just donations.
Yeah.
But she calls him and he's like got the phone where the microphone can hear it. And she's like, I want to talk to this person. I don't know enough lore to know who this person is, but it's someone that is like familiar to the audience and him or them or whatever, that he must have known his whole life or something. Cause she's like, I just want to ask him if you've always shit yourself.
Hold on. So hold on. Does she mean the other guy or
She wants to ask the other guy who's known Idubbbz forever if he's always shit himself is what it's weird, dude. It's weird. So we got that. And then we've got the Adam 22 stuff, which has been a damn trip to watch. I'm guessing you have thoughts on it.
None. I have no thoughts on Adam 22.
And like the Adam 22 thing is so weird to me because, again, porn stars getting married isn't new.
Nope.
Like porn stars have married porn stars, and part of the reason they do that is because they're both in the industry and they understand the other person's profession, right? Like, makes sense. And I've seen interviews with these adult actors and they address it. They're like, well, how do you feel about your wife going and having sex with other men? You like, how does she feel about you going and having sex with these other women? And they're like, well, we're in the industry. That's work. Like that's our jobs. We go do our jobs. Then we come home. And some people aren't cool with that, but like they obviously have to kind of just reconcile that. But then it's that other thing that like,
what thing, Nick?
Where Adam 22 is like, nah, man, no, I watched it and it was great. Like it was cool. And then you showed me a video of the dude who is
the male talent
smashing Lena the Plug, like talking about it.
Hold on, quick question.
Yeah.
Would you ever marry a woman named Lena the Plug?
No. First of all, like the first time I ever heard of her was like probably a year or two ago, maybe. Like I never knew who this person was. And there's like Lena the Plug does first adult film sequence or something. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, who is this? I had no idea.
Now, I know my stars as a connoisseur.
Okay.
The only reason why I'm aware of who this person is, the only reason is that
Lena the Plug, guys.
Yeah. I said Nina. I meant to say Lena.
What?
I know.
She's in the chat.
I know.
Don't do that to her.
So here's the thing. The only reason why I'm aware of who this person is at all is because if you go on any site, right? So if you're on Spank Bang or whatever, and you see the dude, because remember, I've only known him as a podcaster, dude, right? So imagine me knowing that I've only seen this guy's face on the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and he was the one that was with
the Adam 22 guy.
Adam 22 guy.
He was.
He did the show with Rico Reckless. Like he's done shows like just with like.
Oh, that's that no jumper.
Yeah. That's
wait,
Adam 22. That's
the no jumper podcast.
Yes.
Adam 22.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh shit.
So I've only known him as that, right? So okay, now imagine you. So you've seen the dude, right?
Yeah.
And then one day you go like this. You scroll. You're like, wait, is that it? Why is he on the couch? Why does it look like?
He goes from the majesty of get that butt. Now the best part though is you're gonna have to send me the link to the video.
Oh yeah,
or whatever. We'll pull it up. But the best part of the video is when he's describing what was happening during the scene, like during the recording, right? Because that was funny.
Here's the thing: was it funny or sad or both?
It's actually depressing, Drex.
Okay, where does it rank on the flow? Can't say,
dude. You know, at least Fluffy owned it. He laid there like a damn champion while she used him as a footrest for a whole day of work.
Okay, I told you I've seen Fluffy, right?
Yeah. You saw him
he's in a dog fart
movie.
video. He was in a dog fart video, right? And I ended up seeing him again.
Why is it dog fart?
I don't know. It's a terrible name.
Why are they named like that?
Oh, you know what? Now, speaking of, I'll tell you who has a good name. Shout to our man, Duke Skywalker.
Yeah, Duke. I'm hoping to have him on soon.
Great. I'm actually going to go visit him.
I do this new show format. I'm hoping to ramp it up to once a week, but for now it's a little intermittent where I bring on a guest and it's called Direct Examination. And for 2 hours, I don't read any super chats or anything. It's live, but for 2 hours, I just ask very open-ended questions and then follow whatever's interesting. And we go through. The first one I did was Ed Greenwood. He's the guy who created Forgotten Realms, the setting for Dungeons and Dragons, like the most common setting for Dungeons and Dragons. I'm happy to announce next week on Tuesday, we've got the next episode of it, and it is Phil Labonte, the lead singer of All That Remains, lead singer, songwriter of All That Remains, who's super fucking cool. He likes freedom, likes guns, seems to be like a relatively level-headed dude. So Phil will be on Tuesday.
Do you know who claimed they like freedom and like guns, and that was not the case?
Yes, I do. You showed me today the person I had never fucking heard of.
Hunter Avalone. Hunter Avalone claimed he liked guns and liked freedom.
Yeah.
How'd that work out?
Well, just fine, I think. See, I didn't know anything about Hunter Avalone until the other day when Chronic dropped a super chat about it, and I was still like, I don't know who this guy is, but
I had never heard of him.
That story was not good.
I'll show you what I love. I love waking up to find out that someone got exposed as being a fucking cuck. You see what I'm saying? Because you remember when you first had me on your show, this would have been 2018 and going into like 2019 when I started like exposing more about the underworld, right? The underbelly of what really goes on in America and elsewhere, right? And abroad. Drex is making all this up. He's a fraud. He's a blah, blah. And I was like, hey, you guys know that, you know what they start saying? They start saying it was the liberal people, right? Only libtards do that kind of stuff. I was like, bro, do you guys know what kind of environments I've been in? That's why I used to always call them cucksters. Oh, they were coming for me. Drex, I don't know where he gets this shit from. It's just the people he's around. In the last year or two, how many people have been exposed for doing all kinds of shit?
It's an infection.
Yep.
And it's indiscriminate.
I can't look at that picture.
All right, we're gonna get to that. A couple housekeeping things. Let's see. What do we got? Someone asked about the Internet Archive lawsuit. I got to look into it. I assume it's on the copyright stuff. I'm not sure, but we're not going to talk about that today. Like I said, today we're going to talk a little bit about the Supreme Court. But then coming up, there's some shit. What was I going to talk? There's some lawsuit stuff we're going to talk about. Oh, we're going to talk maybe tomorrow a little bit about. Did you hear about this? So you know the government has been talking with like social media companies We learned that like about COVID misinformation and all that shit.
I've been hearing some things.
The states of Missouri and Louisiana sued the Biden administration, and they've got a current temporary injunction where the government is not allowed to talk to Twitter or Facebook, or like they can't talk to them right now.
Oh,
pretty fucking awesome that they did that. So that's been going on. So we're going to look into that maybe a little bit more tomorrow.
I like that. That's actually very intriguing because like we're in these times where everyone is always trying to censor, because that's the reason why, you know, there's been a push to go toward Rumble, right?
Yeah.
Is that people get tired of all the censorship. And if you're like this, hey man, this is what I think about the jab. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There are people who's got their whole channels nuked. Remember that? Like nuked.
Oh yeah. We had, well, there's a story today that I was going to just kind of hint at what's going on. The Georgia grand jury has wrapped up on the Trump election interference, potential criminal charges. So I can't even talk about what they're talking about, but the best part is, due to my contract with YouTube to use their terms of service to prevent me getting my channel deleted, I have to remind everyone that there are no signs of any election interference that have ever happened at all. That is a YouTube official position. I want to be very clear and remind everyone of that. So we know that Donald Trump couldn't have interfered in the Georgia election thing because YouTube has said it, that there was no interference in the 2020 election. And we're literally not allowed to talk about it at all other than making that statement. So once I think the grand jury results are going to be published on July 24th is what I read. And we'll go through those on Rumble to kind of see what's going on. The question is, will Trump be criminally prosecuted for attempting to influence the election in Georgia in 2020? From what I've seen based on the phone call they released a long time ago, no. But, you know, you've got politically motivated prosecutors and a very, very motivated administration. They're all trying to drop on Trump on this stuff. Like, and again, whether you like Trump or not, and I don't care what people think about him, you really, really need to be concerned about the insistent nature right now of the Democrat Party in this instance going after their political opponents with criminal prosecutions. It's an extremely dangerous precedent. That's the shit that goes on in Africa, South America, where these countries are in constant civil wars. It starts with political prosecutions. It ends with machetes.
Or axes and hammers.
Machete.
Oh, God, man.
So we'll be talking about that a little bit as a preview either tomorrow or Monday. Not streaming Friday, please remember, but I think I will be streaming Monday. So we'll be talking about that either tomorrow a little bit or Monday a little bit as a preview. And then once those full grand jury results are released, we're going to definitely take a look at them, especially if they're accompanied by criminal charges for Trump. And we'll see what they look like, and we can examine the evidence that may not have been made public yet. So that's the thing. And that's always the question. Is there's fucking microphone.
Damn.
I need it a little longer. It's always the question.
Lena the Plug. That chick, man.
It's always a question with these things is what is public is one thing, and then the other evidence they may have gathered in the meanwhile, which they always kind of hint at, there's more stuff you haven't seen. It's like, well, once we see it, we can assess the quality of it. So based on their current track record, I'm not looking for too much.
Well let's be honest though. Let's go back in time a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when, speaking about Fauci and the COOF got you nuked, right?
Yeah.
Then let's just say a little more evidence came out, right? For the people that they called conspiracy theorists. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then what happened? Where's Fauci? Where's all the? You remember people got their whole channels.
Don't you dare impugn my reputation.
Oh my God.
Gave you blacks AIDS in Africa, and I will do it again.
Look, man, the fact that people listen to Fauci, Nick, people look at me like I was crazy. I don't know if you heard about this. There were dating profiles that would say, like, you know, you have to be double jabbed and blah, blah, blah. And people look like you're joking, right? Like, you're making that like a was that supposed to be like a social status symbol?
Yep.
And it was.
Yeah. People were like proudly showing off their little bandages.
Yeah. I'm like,
So
okay. Well, oh, Jesus.
But yeah, it's horrifying. So anyway, we'll be talking about that. And this is part of the reason that Missouri and Louisiana have gone after the Biden administration, is because the Biden administration is the ones putting pressure on these social media companies. And I don't know that they have to press too hard, but basically to enforce these censorship rules on topics that the government doesn't want people talking about.
Yep.
And it's a clear violation of the free speech of Americans. And
But Americans don't have any free speech. That has long been kind of abolished, if you ask me. Because like if you can get yeeted off of a platform that, I mean, that was what, like, I'll be honest with you. One of the things that Trump should have done during his term that he really dropped the ball on.
I got a list.
He didn't go hard enough at that. One of the social media giants, right? Because if you can say something on YouTube and you just get yeeted, and you notice though?
Yeah.
One of the things that I noticed about the end of his presidency is that, you remember that was a whole big thing with Twitter, right? They were like waiting for the news after Jan 6, right? They were waiting to be like this. And can we, bam, let's nuke him. And then what was the other thing? Let's make sure he can't bank with certain people, right? The social
always go after their money.
Always go after the money, CCP level. And people thought that shit was a joke. I was like, dude, this is very serious. Like I said, everyone thinks it was a Trump issue. It's not about him. But, you can't tell people that because, that's too much.
All right, let me hit. There's some big super chats that came in early. I want to hit those, and then we'll get kind of into these topics real quick. And a lot of the
how deep are we going in?
Deeper than Adam 22 can.
That fucking text. I can't with dude, I should have never shown you that. It just keeps getting worse. You're like, dude, what?
Dude, when he put that tweet up that her vagina has gone back to pre-BBC levels, I was like, bro, you need to not talk.
Do you think he's trolling? He's got to be trolling, right? Wait, you see some of these pictures, right?
Of what?
He's like on a bench press and he's making comments about,
and it was they were like, that's like, it was like 125 because it was someone pointed out it was a non-Olympic bar and the plates were 25 pounds each.
So he was lifting baby weight.
He's lifting what I could lift.
And so he's
Drex, that's embarrassing. Like it's not good. It's not good. Okay, so super chats. Frederick Little with a huge super chat. Thank you, brother. Says, I'm glad to see Drex on a live stream after so long. I hope you both, your families, and everyone in the chat had a fun and safe Independence Day yesterday. Did you do anything yesterday?
No. So okay, remember this was supposed to be the storms, right?
Yeah, and then it didn't storm at all.
It didn't storm. They were preparing us all week. Remember that? Oh, it's gonna be the storm. Oh my God. Oh, this is the 4th. And it showed storm. And I went, okay. And then
so like we were supposed to do stuff with the in-laws yesterday.
Yep.
But instead we moved it to Monday because it's like, well, storms are gonna come in. Yep. Monday was a really nice day. But then I went outside and I'm like, I mean, it's not hot and it's kind of just like overcast a little bit, but like some blue sky too. So I'm like, hey, Lady Raggeds, want to go sit in the hot tub? It's like a really nice day. And so we just sat in the hot tub for a while and listened to music and had some whiskey and just hung out. It was great. And then it was like, where's the fucking thunderstorm?
Everybody was waiting for it. It was like, that's all that's what I was like, Nick, we're planning on coming. I was like, I'm waiting to hear about the thunderstorm. And when they kept saying it's coming, I was like, okay, do I really want to be on the road in the damn thunderstorm at night? I was like, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Just nothing.
So then, we didn't do, we just relaxed yesterday because we did most of our stuff on the 1st Saturday, I think it was. Because that town we normally go to and hang out and do all the stuff, they moved everything up to do it on the weekend.
Okay.
And so we did that on Saturday. So we had already done the fireworks and the parade and all that stuff. So then yesterday was
small
just
towns do that because, like, you know, like in the cities they have to, it has to be on the day. Just like smaller towns are kind of like, we're gonna like move that to a weekend so people can like enjoy it.
Yeah. So now it's so it was good though. It was just fun. Like we had a very relaxed day. Kids had a good time, and it wasn't deadly hot. That was the nice part,
man, dude. Some of the heat that we've been getting lately has just been brutal.
Yeah.
Oh,
did you know now this is funny to me. They said yesterday was the hottest day in the history of the planet.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, are they just like tallying all the places on the
the global temperature or whatever?
Yeah.
They said it was the hottest ever. It's like, nah, it wasn't though. Like because it's been way fucking hotter than that.
Yeah,
I've been way hotter than any of that. Frederick Little also says, I forgot to mention my previous super chat that I look forward to the day you return to YouTube with a new channel and content, Drex.
Oh yeah, I can't
I was just ragging on you about that.
Yeah, Nick was literally just ragging on me upstairs. I told him like, don't worry, I'll be back. I was like, I'm excited because like there's been so much stuff that's been happening. And I had Dollhouse Phil in my live chat today, and I think it was a few days ago. And we were talking about the fact that like
I need to talk to him soon.
You do.
Yeah.
I got a direct link to the guy. I mean,
well, I do too. Yeah. Yeah, I do too. I haven't been like, it's been a minute. We'll just say. But yeah, it was so what sorry. My brain just interrupted you.
Oh no, we were just saying that like there needs to be because okay, too many dudes have been getting exposed as fucking actual cucks, right?
Yeah.
All these Manosphere dudes. Okay. A lot of these podcasts, these guys are the same IG hoes they bring on.
Yeah.
These guys are trying to smash.
Of course.
These are low value women. You guys, y'all bitches ain't shit. Hey, can I get the buns though? Can I glaze them? Wait a minute.
I mentioned this the other day.
Oh, what's that?
I was talking about this the other day.
Now, you know, like I don't condone that shit. Here's the thing. If you say that you want to smash IG hoes, right? Then just say that. Don't bring them on your show. Don't clown on them. Y'all are some low value hoes. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all are 304s. Real red pill man. What? And then like, is the camera off, Nick? Is the camera off? Yeah. Hey, so can I just slide in your DMs real quick and let me show you my number? Let me cash app you. It's like, have you heard how much money these women make after the show?
You know what's funny? What would be funny?
Tell me.
If they started dropping DMs. The women.
No, some of them have.
I'm sure.
Some of them have. Whatever podcast got exposed. Fresh and Fit got exposed. There's some other dudes. And it's like, now shout out to my girl Kelly, who talked about this. She goes, yeah, Drex, these fucking goobers out here. These dudes are, there's some dudes. There was a woman who actually made a whole video about one Myron Gaines saying that, you know, he's weak wristed. She you know, I don't know. Is it true? Is it not? Because, you know,
I don't even know who Myron Gaines is.
He's the fresh half of Fresh and Fit.
Okay. Yeah, they had a lot of controversy.
A lot of stuff going on, man. So my thing is this.
But I don't know anything about him. Like, Mindset knows them. Like, knows them personally. Or one of them. Both of them?
I think he knows Fresh. So that'd be Myron.
Okay.
And but here's the thing, though.
Well, by the time you saw Myron, Myron was light skinned.
Well, but this is the thing, though. These dudes,
okay,
they make these claims. Okay. Think about it. What collapsed Jack Murphy's career? It was the very beta blow up, right? On Sydney Watson. Everybody was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, where'd that come from? That one little super chat.
Yep.
And his reaction to the super chat, it was a simple question. All he had to do was just like not really acknowledge it, but he snapped.
Yeah, he could have just.
He got so triggered.
He could have just said, "I'm not going to." We covered this. I'm not going to talk.
Yeah,
about
we covered this. I'm not talking about it. And then nobody would have cared, right? Or there would have been a few people like, "Oh, I wonder," but they wouldn't have had that much fervor going after it.
Wouldn't have had any attention.
No attention. But because he blew up, people went, "Wait a minute, why'd you blow up like that?" And that's what you're starting to see happen to a lot of these content creators. What is his name? Modern Life Dating has been doing some weirdo behavior.
I don't know who that is.
A lot of these dudes.
You watch weird ass channels on YouTube.
People send me this shit. I don't watch these clowns.
Yeah, sure. Let's see that playlist history.
I actually, you know what's crazy? I just told somebody that. I said, I was talking about like, you know, the unhappily married couples. And I said, for the ladies out there, check your man's search history. For the fellas out there, check your girl's phone. Because that'll expose quite a bit of shit.
Yeah.
With a lot of these podcasts, Nick, dudes are saying, yo, I'm gonna teach you how to get in my liminal order and you can be a real man. Next thing you know, oh yeah, I like that little college boy bussy. Hold up, fam. Wait, pause. Pause. You're looking for little college boys to you know, bunker bust. And now, special announcement. Nick and I are currently trying to get our man on the show. Nick, you might need 4 hours with him. Our man Fleece.
If Fleece could come on the show, if anybody out there,
if you guys know Fleece Johnson
has a line to the Booty Warrior, Fleece Johnson, he is out. He allegedly has his own show. You said
he has no show. So I'm gonna look for the show, and then I'm just gonna. I think all I'm gonna do is like put it in like, you know, as a regular comment, like, hey, reach out, you know, Ricada Law, and then he'll be like, who the hell is Ricada Law? Look at, oh damn, you know, a lot of subscribers, decent channel.
So if anybody knows some link to the Booty Warrior, Fleece Johnson, we would love to talk to him about his He has, you said he's got a girl now, right?
He's married.
But he misses man ass.
He doesn't just miss. You have to watch this video.
I got to ask him, can a booty warrior ever hang his spear on the wall?
You ain't shit. How you gonna do fleets like that?
We gotta ask.
Oh,
so if anybody happens to have any way that they know of to contact him, if you know even if you know his Twitter handle, he's got a YouTube. He's allegedly got a YouTube channel, and YouTube used to have a way for creators to contact other creators, but they don't anymore.
Yeah, that's whack,
which is actually one of the worst.
So why did they get rid of that?
They said it was being underused, and I was like, I actually used it because Twitter's hard to contact with people, but if you have the check mark on YouTube, you can actually, people will pay attention to you.
Okay.
So anyway, if anybody knows how, it would be awesome to talk to him. I think we could do a really fun interview.
Dude, Nick, this newest interview is God tier, man. I don't know if this dude was taking some comedy lessons while he spent that 40 years in prison.
He didn't need. You saw those old interviews. He didn't need comedy. The man is walking comedy. When your life is. Frederick Little gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Thank you so much. Nina Infinity says, Nick, where's your Baldo review? Drex said he lost his, and I got to say, I doubt it.
Yeah, I didn't say about that.
People accuse me of stealing yours. I'm like, I have like 10.
What?
I got 3. No, I got 2. I gave one away in Vegas.
Who?
Someone in the crowd.
You just threw a ball at somebody.
I said, who's the most likely to use this? And some dude up front goes, whoo, and I looked at him like, yep, you are. You win.
Wait, what color was it?
Black. The gray.
The gray one?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to say
it was one of the new gray ones. Not the vibrating ones.
I need the vibrating one, the Baldo. But now I don't have a regular Baldo
just upgrade straight.
I gotta ask my brother, because you know what happened, right? I was always using his army bag, right? So I would use his bag when I would travel.
Yeah.
And so I threw the Baldo in there. It was at the bottom, and then one day he took it. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is that damn? And I need to go somewhere, and it wasn't there.
Your brother took it?
He took the bag.
Uh-huh.
So the bag was gone, and when the bag reappeared, I'm like, oh look, there's the bag. There's the army bag. So I checked, my passport was still in there, and when I opened up the thing and I reached my hand down to find the Baldo, there was no Baldo.
Mm-hmm.
Tragic story, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got teased about from people.
The one I gave away was new in the package, never been open.
Oh, did somebody ask if it was already used?
Yeah. Was it?
Oh, damn.
I'm not like that's cruel. That's crude. Jessica Reloaded, what's up? Says, would you still go on Adam Cuck 22's No Jumper podcast?
Come on, Nick. Yes or no?
Maybe. But not the one, because he and Lena do a podcast together.
Well, they smash the girl at the end of the show.
Yeah, they interview a girl, typically. I think it's a girl, right? Yep. And then they have sex with her. That's like the agreement.
Yeah, because that's what winds up on Spank Bang.
Which is, like that. I wouldn't go on that show. Like, I wouldn't go on the one where I'd have to have sex with either of them. Or both. Well, because I never got around to saying that was the first thing when I saw, like, the first time I heard her name, and it was like doing this. I'm like, who the fuck is it? And I like looked her up, and I was like, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and slam her or anything like that. She's not my type. She's not. That was what I said. I was like,
again. I got to see if she's clappable. Hold up. Let me see.
And she might be better looking now. I don't know. But back then, like, again, I'm not out here to talk shit about anybody or whatever. She's just not my type. I'm sure lots of guys like her, but was not my thing. And I was like, I guess I don't know.
Wait, is that a kid?
Is that a kid?
No, I'm looking at. There's a picture of Adam 22, and there's a kid. They're in a pumpkin patch. I
don't know. We got Frederick Little gifting 5 more memberships. Thank you. Valhalla Wait says Drex knows every male porn star. We got Adam Watson says only 20 minutes late tonight. That may be a record. That is one gay shirt. Love Drex. He needs to be on more. So stop. You better stop. So I brought my cameras. I have a bunch of webcams like this one, which is nice, but it doesn't have a little screw port in the bottom, so I can't connect it to a stand. And I have the one that we're using right now that I hadn't used on this computer before. And then I have my other webcam. Oh, there it is. I couldn't find it. It's on the floor. Anyway, so I had to set up this camera that I've never used on this computer before. That's what took a really fucking long time. Frederick Little also says, what do you guys think about the case of Daniel Penny? Oh, yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah. That's
New York
on the New York subway, right?
Yeah.
And that was the impersonator guy that they say, had
Michael Jackson impersonator, where everybody's like, yeah, but this dude's crazy.
He did a lot of other things though, right?
Like being schizophrenic and making people very uncomfortable on subways.
Yeah, and how someone reacts to you. This is the thing. Now, the Reagan administration wanted to do their job and shut down a lot of those facilities for mental health, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people said, well, why is that a bad thing? Well, now you've released all these people out into the general populace, right?
Yeah.
And so, Nick, you and I have both been places. I remember when you told me you were in, I believe it was downtown Miami. You said, yeah, I felt unsafe.
Yeah, the first time we went.
Yeah,
this last time I when I went down to local. Well, I didn't go to the same places.
Okay.
And so I felt pretty like we stayed in Brickell, which is like a really nice area, and we didn't walk as far into the city.
Okay.
But then the previous time we had stayed in Brickell as well because I liked the hotel. But we walked like deeper into downtown. It was like shady as hell.
It is not recommended, man. There's been so many cities I've visited, and Miami's. Here's the thing: Miami's one of those cities where you go to, there's a natural danger there. Like even when you're like, you're at the airport, right? And you're like, so this is Dade County. You kind of look around, you're like,
well, the thing with
there's
Miami
a danger to it.
Like you feel like you might get stabbed, but you also feel like you may get run over in a rented McLaren.
Yep.
Because like they're everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
And let me ask you guys this. For all of you dudes out there who are been in Dade County, you're out there in Miami, you're trying to floss, you rented that McLaren, you rented that Maserati, whatever, right? Did you get laid at the end of the night? Yes or no? You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
The guys.
I thought you were asking me. I was like, I didn't rent a McLaren or Maserati.
No,
I just got real confused in the middle of the question.
Because you see the same thing in Vegas, right? What happens in Vegas? I'm gonna go rent this luxury car, sports car. Okay, I had that work out for you.
They drive it through downtown at 12 miles an hour in bumper to bumper traffic.
Bumper to bumper traffic.
Like,
but
dude,
you're in this.
It's weird.
You're in a $150,000 vehicle.
Yeah.
But you're like you said, Nick. You know how the strip gets. You barely fucking move. It's and the people, you're literally seeing people walk right by you. The girls aren't checking for you. So how'd that work out? I said that as a kid. Nick, I started visiting Vegas in the year 1993, right?
Yeah.
So I've been going there 30 years. And I'm looking, I'm like, even as a kid, we kind of look, we're like, because you're like, oh, that's cool. And so you see, you're like, but he's not driving it fast, right? Like as a kid, you're like, you think if I'm gonna rent a Lamborghini, I'm gonna just, and then you see these guys just.
Why? One time, Lady Raggets and I went to Hawaii, just us.
Yep.
And it was our adventure trip. We're like, we're gonna do all the activities.
Snorkeling and shit.
We did snorkeling. We did the parasailing thing. Yep. We did a big giant zip line thing. We did we did these long hikes and shit like that. Stuff that's really hard to do with kids because they'll complain the whole time.
Of course.
And I rented a Mustang. And I got there, a Mustang convertible. I'm like, that'll be fun. And they're like, do you want the 5-liter or do you want the V6? And I was like, I want the 5-liter V8. And I got it. But we were on Maui. There's nowhere to drive fast. Anywhere. You're always going 45 everywhere you go. It's just a complete. I was like, it was nice that this is a convertible, but this is boring as shit. It could be literally any car. So I would never do that ever again in Maui.
But like that's how they get you, right? Yeah. In your mind, you think, oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. I'm, you in your mind, I bet you were thinking, I'm with the wife, no kids, top down, flying.
Right.
And then that didn't happen. You're kind of like, well, fuck.
Yeah, there's no back roads to drive fast on the island. They're all, it's just like the main road kind of around it. So it's really boring.
What is that body though?
So yeah, dude, we don't do that. We don't talk about that. That's hideous. Okay, and then we've got over on Rumble. There's some chats here. We got Steel092 says, "Hey Nick, I couldn't send a super chat through YouTube, so I sent it through Twitter. It will say super chat. It's under Laura Cox. Just hoping for some well wishes." Okay, let me pull that up quick. Where the fuck did my Twitter page go? Nope, not that one. Hold on. Did I I don't think I Hold on. I just got to find my. There it is. Here we go. My fiance and I were in a bad car accident Friday on the way back from my friend's funeral. Guy ran a red light and nearly T-boned the passenger side where I was. We were sent to Duke Hospital. We were banged up pretty bad. My fiance broke his arm and I had a mid-grade concussion. We both had to stay a few days for observation, but we are glad to be alive. Just wanted to ask for some well wishes. Love the show. Tell Drex I said hello. Shit. Laura Cox. Man, yeah, I'm glad you're okay.
You're literally like with us. Literally. Like,
yeah, that's
you think about how easy it is to lose your life out there. Just like, someone runs a light, someone's drunk, you swerve, someone's reading a text. Like, yeah, every day that you live, just to even make it here to a show is like, it's kind of like its own little like mini miracle.
Yep. It's crazy. So I'm so glad to hear that you guys are alive. I wish you a speedy recovery, and hopefully, you don't have any long-term, complications or damages from the injury. One thing I will say, I'm not your lawyer, but do not take an initial offer of payment from any insurance company or anything, especially the other person's, without consulting a lawyer about it. Because there can oftentimes, and those initial things are like, oh yeah, we'll pay for that broken arm and that concussion, that hospital stay, and they'll go ahead and have a thing in there that releases them from liability for any other injuries or incidents that occurred as a result of that car accident. And sometimes car accident stuff can manifest way later than just the initial thing. Once your body gets past the main traumas of like a broken bone or a concussion, you can start to manifest back problems or leg problems or hip and joint issues later as your body heals from the initial trauma. So make sure you go ahead and talk to someone about it, and just protect yourself. I'm not saying be like litigious and go immediately after the guy's insurance or whatever. I'm just saying a lot of times they'll make those initial offers to try and get you out the door, and you sign away rights to pursue something that isn't apparent right away. So just make sure you check with a lawyer before you accept any payments or any settlements on those things. So Jed Templin says, your thank you cookies from Miss Haynes Moravian Cookies have arrived to your P.O. box. I did get them. Thank you. I hope you and your family enjoy them. Thanks again for your kind words about my grandma. Open on or off stream. We open them. I opened the package off stream, but I've got everything still wrapped up, and I'll bring those down, and we'll get into those sometime in the next couple days here. Nice. Rev 12 says, hey Drex, got any thoughts on the Life as a Black Man board game I told you about a bit ago on Twitter?
Yeah, that shit.
Wait, what?
Someone made this little joke game. I remember getting. Oh my God.
Stop looking at the fat women in logos.
Oh my God. People keep putting these fat chicks in the fucking chat.
People used to send pictures of hot women to like try and distract me while I was streaming. You come over, they send pictures of fat women and do distract you. You're like, oh yeah. I got 3 apple pies. They're just waiting.
These bitches are huge.
But life is focus. Life as a Black man. What are you talking about?
So this is the crazy thing is nice little anime picture.
Oh my God, I hate you. Just talk. Finish a sentence. One sentence without looking at a fat person.
Why you gotta put Lizzo on there? That's terrible. This is the funniest thing. I truly believe that for the most part, life is as easy or as hard as you make it, right?
Sure.
So when you hear like I don't know if you heard about this, but like they Dennis Sperling talked about crime stats for Black men. I think Black incarceration is down like 36%.
Yeah.
Like there's fewer people out here doing fuck shit to get themselves locked up. Like if you want to have 8 baby mamas, you can have 8 baby mamas or have none. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you want to go out there and start committing crimes,
can you actually not have any? Is it possible?
I mean, but like everything that you do, black, white, brown, trans, whatever fucking thing people are now, you choose to make that shit hard.
Right.
And I mean, you've seen it. You ever seen like So Nick, remember we were in high school and they were the fat girls?
Yep.
And they would like basically.
You know what's bad? Think back. They weren't that fat.
No, they weren't.
By today's
standards, they were.
We're like, that girl's got to be 230 pounds. That's disgusting. And now you're like, 230, girl, you're on your way to being thin again.
Yep. It's kind of sad though. Like, think about it. The girls that we considered bigger back then weren't big at all.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at like an old picture of somebody and been like, that was her? Like, she wasn't really.
Dude, it has got like, it took me a while to realize this, how different, like how accelerated the fat problem in America has gotten. Because and one of the examples I always go to is Homer Simpson was supposed to be comically fat.
You're right. And then Peter Griffin.
And Homer stepped on the scale in one episode. He was 239 pounds. 239.
Yeah.
That's not even a blinkable fat.
Nope.
Anymore. That's like, oh, you're a little chunky.
Well, let's put it in perspective. My 600-pound life would have been parody back then, right?
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, this couldn't happen, right? Like, was it they got to forklift you out of your house, right? They said, this is too far. This is insane.
Yeah.
Peter Griffin is the evolution of Homer, right? Like Homer was considered fat for the 80s, right? Then Peter Griffin comes out late 90s, and it's like, he's a big, fat larp. You know what I'm saying? Here he is. He's a big oaf. And it's like, yeah, Peter's like obese. And then,
but there are people who are fucking big now.
Man.
Like just.
Well, remember when Gabriel Iglesias, our boy Fluffy, the good Fluffy, did the scale? Damn! He talks about all the different levels of fat. Like, oh hell no!
If you got a scale that they need to you need a professional installer for, you're too big.
Yeah, it's
like one of the you to walk in, hold on to the railing.
Well, actually, I tell you what bothered me about fat. This is what happened. This is something that listen. This is especially for the women out there, right? I'll get to the guys, but for the women, when did women's fat start swallowing up other body parts?
That happens to guys too.
It does. But
they say
they usually swallows like guys like ass. We're like
penis
the guy, and the dick. Yeah.
I was reading a thing. It's men who are obese or higher, like whatever the next morbidly obese. If they lose 30 pounds, they will gain on average a half inch of penis length for every 30 pounds they lose. Because that low gut pelvis area flubs out and like engulfs their penis, apparently. So guys, you need a Adam 22, you might want to lose 30
Oh man. Oh damn.
I couldn't help it. Damn it.
Well, but this thing though, you remember, okay, back in the day, if a girl was bigger, the one thing you could always say, like, man, but she's got big cans, she just happens to be chunky. Like if she lost the weight, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Or damn, look at that ass though. But damn, she needs to lose some pounds. Now the fat is literally swallowing up whole body parts. And then now they get that weird body where like their legs are the same size, they get no ass, their hips are kind of like misshapen, and it's just fat falling off the side. Like, what in the fuck body is that?
Dude, I always get weirded out. Like, and this is not a hate thing. Like, this is not always a fat thing. But there are just some women whose hips are so wide that it is like, I don't understand. Like, do they have a pelvis that's
don't make me do it. You better not make me do it. If you maybe pull out the Randall video I just looked at last night.
I don't want to see your damn video. I don't want to see
Randall. Shout out to Grim Lord for showing me Randall.
Sometimes when I'm walking around somewhere and I see like it's like 4 feet wide at the hips.
Give me 5.
5 feet?
Give me 5 feet wide.
You don't want You've seen that. You saw that woman who couldn't fit on the damn first class row of the airplane. Dude, her hip to hip had to be 4 feet. 4 feet.
You know what's sad? It's
like you turn a 10-year-old sideways and walk around.
What the worst part about that is that she's trying to go on the first class seat, whatever. And then she had another one where she was like getting on like an elevator lift. You and I both know the sad truth. She has black dudes in her DMs now. I mean, flooded. Like, man, you thick. Oh, I want that. It's just like, bruh.
But I've seen women who aren't like they're not like giantly fat. Like they're obviously not little, but they're not giantly fat, but they still, I mean, they will just have the widest set hips, the widest damn hips I've ever seen. Anyway.
How do you get that body? I can't even look at the chat no more, man. Damn.
Okay, so here we go. Neo Dante. Oh, wait, no. Moncor002 says boners. Neo Dante says, yo, Nick, you got to have Drex tell you about Vanilla Tate and the simping. What's Vanilla Tate?
Oh, yeah. Well, we got a dude that was...
We have so much to talk about.
We had a dude. No, he's in the Discord, but it was like simping gone wrong, right? He was simping on our girl Jess Reloaded and some other, and like another girl, like in his regular life at work.
Sure.
Horribly backfired.
Oh.
Horribly.
Oh.
And it was like, okay, what did you learn? Right?
What did
you can't say bitches ain't shit while you're doing behaviors that make women repulsed by you.
Yeah.
So we were like, yo, bro, get your game up. You know what I'm saying? Like we're saying this out of kindness, right? Like because we don't want to see dudes out here simping and then get nothing out of it, right? We're like, bro, you need to do these things to be better, and then like the shit will fall into place. That's all we were saying.
Yeah. Let's see. And then Damocles of Syracuse says, tomorrow's my 49th birthday. Can I have a toast and rose for an old wheelchair-bound, 20 pounds over fatty on dialysis? I've started to slide into the grave. I got you, brother. I would assume. I got you.
Wait, when does Oppenheimer come out?
Real soon, same day Barbie does.
Okay.
Are you gonna go see Barbie?
I'm gonna do.
I kind of want to see it
just to see how like
if it actually sucks or if it's
interesting. Hold on. Does Lady Rackets want to go see it?
I'm not saying I want to go see it.
No, but has she like mentioned it? Like really?
Dude, we don't go to movies ever.
Yeah, I know.
We don't go to movies ever. So we haven't even talked about going to see that or Oppenheimer. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, here real quick. To Damocles of Syracuse.
Absolutely.
Happy 49th birthday. I'm glad you're on the slide into the grave because you said you're wheelchair bound. So you certainly don't want to be walking up the stairs. Just kidding, man. Look, I hope you have a wonderful birthday. And I hope that you do have a long, long, long slide ahead of you. Maybe it's a slip and slide. I don't know, downhill into a, like a pool or something. Do you want to slip and slide into a pool? You don't.
No, I mean,
can you swim? I'm just asking.
I don't drown.
Really?
I don't drown.
I only dog pedal.
Look, here's my thing, man. If I'm gonna be in a pool, right? I'm gonna be in the pool that's gonna be 6 foot or less, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then my head sticks out. So it's not so bad.
Okay.
Not so bad.
Sure.
But I don't drown though, man.
Mm-hmm.
I go in a pool. I can still I can swim enough to get to get to safety.
Dude, I watched 2 guys drown once. Because the one guy, it was like a boat harbor thing, and the one guy was in there. There's a bunch of people standing around, right?
Oh, screaming.
Like help him. And the one lady looks at this black dude. It's like a big fat dude too. She's like, get in there, help him. He's like, I'm not getting my dumb ass in there and helping him. I'll get killed. And so then he holds a stick out, and they're like throwing logs to him. But this guy, he's already like a goner. He's at that part where he's panicking and water's probably already entered his mouth. So he's like going, some guy tries to save him.
Don't.
And then it's like a minute, and then they both just disappear. And it was like the most horrifying look, because they just.
Why don't women ever go save people? We all know why. They don't do anything. But because women are always saying, someone help, right? Why don't they get their asses in there and save the guy?
It's
save him.
That one,
I won't go in there.
If you are going to save someone from drowning, you better have flotation.
Yep.
And you better be like a fucking really good swimmer. Like, not like, oh yeah, I can swim across a pool. Like, you have to be exceptionally strong swimmer.
Yeah.
You will die. Like, because they will they can't control their body. They will drag you, or you have to wait until they pass out and grab them and then drag them in.
That's true.
Like, you cannot do that.
Well, here's the thing about these kind of people though, right? That's actually
how do these big fat women get in there? You know they ain't sinking. It's spread out across the water like an oil slick. I couldn't see anything. I think I was saved by a mound of trash. That was me. Some dude comes up behind her, just shoves her ass in the water.
God damn it. I had this mental image. You know, you can see a mental image.
Yeah.
Like, okay. For those of people out there who are not from Minnesota, when you go to like water parks, like you go to, you're at the Mall of America, Nick, and where do you go when you leave the Mall of America and the kids say they want to swim? It's right there.
Water Park
of America.
Yep.
And you go,
Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh, I'm gonna see these hot chicks. They're gonna. It is like the ultimate record skip moment because you get in there, you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be some hot chicks at the pool.
I remember as a teenager going to water parks and you would see girls in bikinis.
Yeah, and they were hot.
Fit.
They were hot.
And you're like, yeah, this is gonna be great.
Yep.
You go. I have not been to a water park anywhere in the past 5 to 10 years.
Yep.
Where I have seen anyone close to attract, like people are burly.
The pools at the nice suburban Lifetime Fitness places,
yeah,
who have like the outdoor pools, they can have some decent size,
Those people have a gym membership.
They do,
and they go to it at least once.
They do. But they are at least acceptable, right?
Yeah.
But when you go to an actual water park, like a designated water park, oh no, it is like here's the thing. All of you fat bitches need to stay inside forever. Okay. Okay. I don't want to see it. The kids don't want to see it.
People are out here trying to get sun. You're blocking it.
They block the sun. They block the hope. These fat bitches block hope. Okay.
Oh my God.
I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, when you go out there and you lose inspiration because you see them, right? Like you're like, oh, hey Nick, hey, you ready to get these gains, bro? And you're like, what the?
I've never been ready to get gains in my entire life.
It's like, you want to just go?
I blame fat women for my skinny arms. It's your fault. It's your fault. I tried.
This is outrageous. It's unfair.
I went outside and got sad.
How can you be at the beach and not be a bad bitch? Take a seat, young Ricada. Listen there. It is awful. Like, here's the thing, Nick. Now, even with my big chick quotas, I'm like, look, y'all don't all need to be at the same place.
Will you define big?
Prime Ashley Graham.
I mean, I guess.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's only so many spinners,
Prime Ashley Graham means the USDA beef inspector came by and slapped a damn sticker on that fucking side of meat. Gross. I hate you.
Look, here's the thing. When you wake up and you wake up, right? And you're like, okay, I did the fit chick last week, right? I did the skinny chick, the rail thin chick, right? You're like, okay, that's cool. Then you're like, okay, yeah, I did a spinner or whatever, right? And then you look at advertiser. Eventually, you remember the food pyramid? Remember we were growing up? You remember that shit?
Up on top of it's a fat chick.
It's fats, oils, and sweets.
Try occasionally.
Listen, I don't care what anyone says, man. Shout out to all my big girls out there that's big and sexy. They always got nice pedicures too. You know, I'm a foot guy, you know what I'm saying? And I told you they got better hands.
They have an Asian do it because they can't see the feet.
And so,
they say we lost Vietnam, right? We won. That's why we have all these damn nail places. That was the agreement. That was the secret agreement. We'll tell everybody we lost and withdrew, but your Saigon ass is gonna open
up a nail salon.
You do fat girls' nails for the rest of your life. Yeah, the men too.
Yeah, just seeing fat bitch feet all day. But I mean,
you can make fun of them in Vietnamese though.
I mean, of course. I mean, that's the caveat though, right?
Yeah, you've been in one, right?
Well, I just took my daughter and my mom to one in Vegas. It was called. Hold on, I remember.
You ever had a pedicure?
No, I don't do all that shit.
Oh, nice.
I'm about
like rub your feet.
I don't want to get my goddamn foot rubbed. I'm here to rub a bitch's foot. You know what I'm saying? And suck it and nibble on the Achilles tendon. You ever nibble on an Achilles tendon before?
Yep.
You just go like this, like it's like when you go get ribs, you go like this.
Like corn on the cob.
Yeah, it's like corn on the cob.
Yeah.
You nibble on it.
Flex that thing, tighten it up.
Yeah, you tighten it. You tighten it up.
I got it.
You kind of like slurp a little bit. Nick, I was
You ever pour hot sauce in that little crater between the ankle and the tendon?
Fucking stupid. So here's the thing. When look, I was talking to Russian Babe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Russian Babe. So I'm telling her she doesn't understand. She's like, well, how are you one of those foot guys? So women don't understand the way men view the female body, right?
I mean, I'm gonna say most people don't understand the foot thing. Like, I can finish that sentence.
Who?
Most people. Like, the foot thing isn't popular and widespread. It's just becoming prevalent because of the internet.
But you watched a Tarantino movie though, did you?
Yeah, that dude's fucking. We used to make fun of him.
I didn't.
Everybody's sitting around like, man, that Tarantino, he's really into Uma's feet. Dre's like, Uma's feet. I mean,
hey man,
she got some long feet.
Her feet are longer than a motherfucker. I would, man, that is a mountain I gotta climb. The whole foot.
Would you, if they had mayo on them?
How you gonna do me like that? How you gonna do?
That's the caveat. Right along the bottom, right down the middle, one strip of mayo.
No.
How about sour cream?
Fuck no. What kind of shit is that? You gotta give me something I actually want to fucking put in my mouth.
No, it's got to be like the punishment for what you're about to do. The foot has to overcome your repulsion at the thing on it. So you have, it's something like you have to like not like a little bit.
But that doesn't count.
Honey.
Oh yeah, I'll suck the shit out of some motherfucking honey. Yeah,
Ugh.
buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Wait, she had honey on it, then she walked to the bathroom, then came back across a carpet. Okay.
Oh my God.
Speedy the Unsilent says, what's up, Drex and Nick? I hit a lean 210 this past month at 6'2", up
Nice.
from 195 2 years ago, making them muscle gains. Drex love the fat bitches in chat, lol. Yeah, he does. He does. Congrats. That's awesome. If that's on your goal, that's what you're looking for. Go
Hell
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut a shitload of weight.
Yeah, so you gave up what? You gave up sugar? You try to give up something else?
Well, I just stopped eating as often was the main thing. I mostly moved to like one main meal a day and then like a couple small things here and there. But I don't snack like at all.
Yeah, honestly. Okay, so you remember when we were in college and we saw a lot of girls get big as shit?
All day.
It was a snack. It was a snack.
All day.
This thing, I was talking to the guys in my Discord and I said, you know what? White chicks are really guilty of this. They're skinny fat.
Yeah.
Where they're skinny but have no muscle definition because they're always snacking and they gain fat because their body stores the shit.
Right.
So yeah, they're so
when they rack up calories, and then they get those coffees too. It's like 500 calories of coffee.
Yeah, and then, I need my latte, and it's just like, will you stop? Look, just starve. Look at me. Look,
that's what I've been telling people. Just stop eating.
Stop eating.
Thank you.
Stop. Damn.
So many people get mad at me.
Do they?
They're like, that's not how you lose weight. I'm like, it's literally how you. It's like, no, that's not the only way.
Tell them to Google the Maduro diet, right? The Maduro diet is real. Listen, I'm gonna tell all you bitches out here.
Government needs to take your damn food away.
All of you women out there, especially you ladies, who are saying that you struggle with weight loss, you tried every diet. You haven't tried every fucking diet, okay? Because you haven't tried the Maduro diet.
Yeah.
When you go to Venezuela and you just don't
the Auschwitz method. That's what people. Someone said that the other day. I was talking to Camelot. It's like if you just don't eat, you'll lose weight. And they're like, that's not true. Some people still they'll gain weight without eating. It's like, did you find one fat Jew at Auschwitz?
No.
Even one? No, of course not. Because if you don't eat, you lose weight. Like you have to have calories in to gain weight.
Listen, Nick, I don't know about you. I am all for hyperinflation. Okay. I told you I want these bitches starving. I want prices to go up. I got a hard on when I saw eggs for $6 a fucking carton because I knew these bitches couldn't afford it.
You're not eating eggs, Drex.
That's kind of true. Yeah, these bitches are eating some fucking.
If they were eating eggs, they'd probably be in shape.
Yeah, I mean, but they're eating garbage though.
Yeah,
all the snack foods need to go up in price fucking 18 times over. Shit.
That's the America problem. Like, really,
it's snack food. It's
all the like weird scrawny Europeans are like, why are you guys so fat? That you have a bad diet. It's like, no, we don't have a bad diet. We just have cheap, yummy stuff that's bad for you, and you guys don't. So you have to eat pasta and like steaks or whatever.
Yeah, well, and they walked though. That's the other thing.
Yeah, which like that's bullshit. Why do you want to walk around?
Man, oh god, is that Brie Larson's feet?
I think it's Meghan Markle.
That's Brie.
Oh no, that's Brie Larson.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
I should have trusted your expertise, you degenerate.
I know my feet, man.
Steel092 says, thank you, Nick. We've already retained a lawyer for that very reason. His car is totaled, but we want to replace a car. You can't replace a life. God was definitely protecting us. Yes, that's very, very good to hear, Steph. Jessica Reloaded says, Chandler wants you to fat shame her for some reason, please. I don't even know. Chandler? I know Chandler.
Yeah, how's Chandler doing?
Does she really want me to fat shame her? Like, or are you just saying, I usually don't fat shame people for someone else?
Oh my God. No way it's the same girl.
I don't know.
No fucking way.
Dude, who knows? Who knows?
Oh.
I don't want to. Why do I look so gay? Dude, you know the reasons. You know the reasons. Chandler Remington wants me to shame. I don't think so. I don't think so. Bro, she told me to ask you, but she's not fat.
Make her fat.
She's not fat is what I would say if she would just stop shoving bonbons into her fucking gullet. I thought she was the skinny chick behind who I thought was Chandler. Wait, no, I thought she was a chick behind this other chick. Turns out the one in front was the fat one.
Yep.
Hey, Chandler, I got an easy way for you to lose weight. You take your big ass and you take a Sharpie and you write like you're a billboard, because that's how wide you are, on it, stop eating, but write it backwards. So every time you look in a mirror, you remind yourself to just get thinner. Could you try that one? Could you just, I don't know, maybe you need some help, like you need a stick so you can get all the way to the ends for the letters on the edges, but try that. Just try putting a big fucking sign on your big ass to stop eating. Psycho Crusher 69 says, hey, Drex, when do you plan on having a big feet quota? I hope you don't plan on sitting on all of them.
No, I'm coming back with the foot cam. Yeah, we're having chicks go ahead. I was talking to Will about this. So when these chicks go get their pedicure, the chicks are going to have the camera so we get to see the pedicure and get, yeah, we want to see these feet, man.
I hate everything you say. We're going to go ahead. We haven't even gotten to the first topic.
Oh, yeah. Topic time.
No, it's not. We gotta move to Rumble.
Oh, shit.
So I got to hit some of these chats. Finish hitting these chats. Almond John 2 says, super chat test passed. Samurai Knight, Drex, you should do a stream with Ruin Leon. He just now learned the cucks are everywhere and he needs his hope destroyed and still thinks he can stop it.
Oh, wait. He's one of those
Ruin
guys? I've never heard of him.
Who the fuck's Ruin Leon?
What was the name again? You said Ruined Leon?
Ruined Leon.
Ruined Leon. Let me look at this up. Ruined Leon. Okay, let me see.
Ellie Fan says in a Trump voice, you're fired. Mario Carter 13. Haven't seen a comeback like this since Lofty's Grinder profile.
Oh.
Dude, I had Lofty on Friday. And Dick Masterson was on. And Lofty kept saying shit that would just make you want to bully him. Like he just kept saying stuff where it's like we're gonna move on. And then he's like, "Hey guys, I sell lizards." It's like, what are you talking about? And then he's like, "You know what? The best party I've ever been to was Drex. What's the best? What do you think the best adult party you've ever been to? What features of the greatest, most epic adult party would you include?"
Oh, most people are gonna say like,
but what would you say?
I mean, they're gonna say the drinks.
I don't want to hear about what they would say. What would you say is the best? Like. You're like, oh, this is going to be a great party that I'm going to have with just adults. What is the thing? I don't want to know what people will say. I want to know what you would say.
Who's there first?
I don't know. This is you.
Like, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like if I show up to a party,
you're going to go, this is going to be, who's going to be there in your head.
Okay.
You don't have to share who's going to be there.
Oh, yeah. How's the food? How's the food?
I'm going to uppercut you to the fucking moon.
That's what I want to know.
Drex, this is what you would want.
Yeah. So the food is good.
So good food.
Yeah. It's a good party. Yeah.
good food.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great party.
That's it. Just good food.
That's all I need.
There's no activities, like you don't need time, like anything.
Fuck any activities that got food.
Okay. Lofty's greatest party he's ever been to was laser tag, yard games, and a Lord of the Rings marathon. That's it. That's all I'm saying. But if they had good food, though, like you'd be fine with that, I guess.
Oh God. Why were they doing that? How old were these people?
Dude, I don't know.
How old were these people?
I was trying to beat answers out of this
You
kid.
said it was an adult party. So how old
that was
were
the
they?
caveat, because I was like,
Were they furries?
And before anybody thinks I'm dumping on people like, oh, they're not cool.
They're not cool.
But the reason I was asking is because I don't go to adult parties, right? Like Lady Raggets and I don't go to parties, generally speaking. We have kids, whatever. So if we go to a get together, it's usually like someone's birthday or whatever, and there's like pizza and drinks or something. There's a bunch of people hanging out, and it's kind of whatever. But I know some people go to like parties and like it's fun or whatever. So I was like, what is a good adult party? I don't know what it would be. Like if I were to throw a party right now, I don't know what I would like do to make it a fun party. So I was trying to get answers out of it.
Well, now fucking laser tag and
Lord of the Rings,
Lord
baby.
of the Rings.
But not the Hobbit, though.
Oh.
Not the Hobbit.
Look, well, you said adult party. I had this mental image in my mind because I got a phone call this week.
Right. I'm not talking about anything. Well, I mean, unless that's your version of a good party.
But usually the kind of buys that you're going to see, you wouldn't want that. But yeah.
Right. For some people, that's what they would want.
Yep.
Like, but I'm just talking about, I'm going to invite some friends over to my house. What do we do? I don't know. Because I would just like get, I don't know, barbecue or something going, cook some steaks and,
to me,
and drinks.
Food is the party. If you tell me there's a party and we're just having good food, if the company, remember, we already know the company is good, right? They're cool people.
Well,
so
maybe
if the people are cool and the food is good, and when someone goes, "Was it a good party?" That party was fucking great.
Right.
Food and people, good food, good people. You're good.
So So anyway, I wasn't trying to pick on him, but everything he said was like, why are you like, how do you exist? Like you're every nerd from every movie compiled into one anime character that deserves to be beaten up by every girlfriend you're trying to get. Yeah,
you're giving the redo of Healer treatment where Bullet got him. Wait, when is season 2 coming out, by the way?
Hopefully soon. I need it in my life, Drex. Slagless says, did you see Keemstar's tweet tonight about Idubbbz' wife exposing a big secret of his on stream? Not going to spoil it, but it's bad. Yeah, we're going to talk about it tonight. Dridicos, thanks for the super chat. Alman John 2, Drex, talk to your boy. He wants us to start wearing booty shorts now to attract ladies. I said shorts need to get shorter on dudes. Dudes need to be wearing shorter shorts. I did not say booty shorts. Like mid-thigh. Shorts are too long.
They're not long enough.
They're too long.
Who the hell wants short shorts as a dude? What strategic advantage do you get from short shorts as a dude?
Ladies love shorter shorts.
They do not.
They do. They do. They love those manly thighs. They do.
Put it in the chat. Do a poll.
I don't need a poll. I know
the ladies want.
I'm not going to ask men what type of shorts men should wear. This is the thing. Every time someone's asked, guys all want all want longer shorts. Yeah, guys want longer shorts. What do women want? Short shorts.
Women don't, because look, most women, when they see the way that these guys, their package is small, their legs are little dangly little legs.
That's not my problem. That's their problem.
Well, yeah, but that's most dudes now.
Get bigger.
Look. Yeah, that is true.
Get on a damn bike. Walk uphill.
Dude.
Always. Don't ever walk downhill. Never go downhill.
Just always uphill.
Always up a mountain.
Dude, I didn't tell you what happened, man. When I went to go see that Jennifer Lawrence movie, was it called No Hard Feelings? So I go see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with Miss Laura.
You're saying most guys are like the male character in that movie? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of dudes are the fucking anime weeb dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You going to Matsuri?
Everyone keeps asking me this.
I'm not pressuring you.
I may. I hate Houston. You know how much I fucking hate Houston. It's been
cold, Drex.
Huh?
It's been cold there.
Is it?
No. It's fucking miserable.
It's Houston is okay. I need you to admit Houston's a terrible city.
Mhm.
You know it's terrible.
Mhm.
There's no zoning.
Mhm.
Everything's spread out.
I love this town because
It's
of
a
that.
horrible city.
Yep. Why would you go?
When you go
don't
to
have
Vegas,
to go anywhere in Houston. You just go to the hotel and then to the fucking
I was
convention.
miserable even going there.
You brought your kid.
That was a horrible
You
mistake.
don't bring a kid to an anime convention. What's wrong
It
with
was
you?
a horrible choice. Horrible choice.
You know how much money you save not bringing just one kid to an anime convention? You know how much money you save?
All of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because so someone asked me, right, how much Nick, I ended up losing. I lost more money at Matt Surrey than I did going to the fucking Texas State Fair in terms of, if you just, by the hour or whatever.
Mhm.
And I'm like, there's nothing to show for that shit. I haven't seen her with any fucking like shirts that we bought. I'm like, where'd all that money go?
Mhm.
Why am I losing money?
Yeah.
It's a hurting feeling, man. It's fucking, look, why can't Matt Surrey be in Vegas? You imagine that shit?
No.
Anime Matt Surrey in Vegas?
If I was at Vegas, I wouldn't want to go to a damn anime convention.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I would want to do anything else.
I mean, yeah, that is true. But anywhere but Houston. Ugh. I fucking hate Houston.
I'm just saying shorter shorts. I'm not saying 1972 Larry Bird basketball shorts.
Oh, you don't want the John Stocktons?
No, like mid thigh,
Man.
So let's see. We got Dridicos says, well, I cucked myself out of a $5 super chat, but here's a $10 one, lol. How cold does Nick keep it enough where Drex wears 2 layers and is comfy, but Nick sits there in his tank top? Look, it's very simple. I have a heat allergy, and Drexel is cold-blooded. Chandler Remington says, happy birthday to Legal Vice. Oh, there's Chandler. How you doing, Chandler? Happy Vice, is it your birthday?
Oh, is it?
Happy birthday.
Oh, no shit.
Chuck Steak says, I appreciate you guys talking about Idubbbz and Adam 22, but your commentary is kind of hollow when you're not wearing the Jack Murphy beards. I don't even know where they are. Like, didn't you take one?
No, here's one.
Oh, there's one. Yeah. God, it looks worse and worse. That is it.
Is it?
Yeah,
look,
it's
small.
got the mouth.
Oh shit, that is the Murphy.
I like those college boys.
Yeah, I'm not wearing that.
I'm wearing that fucking thing.
Oh my God. Jesus on my face. Let's see. Kyan Rennell says, did Drex mean to say Lena the Plug? Rough. Damn. Shot red 555. What up, Nick and Drex? So I tried the Baldo with my girlfriend, which was interesting. And that ballgasm was on a different level. You guys have a good day.
That's a man of culture right there. You see what I'm saying? That's a man of culture. Wait, Baldo or Vibraldo?
He just said Baldo.
Okay. But I mean, his girl was satisfied. That's really what matters. You know what I'm saying?
He said he had the ballgasm too. I mean, taking him at his word. I mean, I guess go for it.
Ballgasm, no.
Teen Wen says, Drex, Google BDA-176, not safe for work. Did the Japanese take blackface too far?
Wait, what did they say? Look up.
BDA-176.
Hold on. BDA-176.
Yep. Renee Villarreal says, girls like seeing you to short shorts with nice legs. Guys hate seeing dudes in shorter shorts. Yeah, I know. But don't listen to men on what you should wear. Listen to women.
Yes, that's an Asian in blackface.
Not blackface.
Well, black body.
That's black Asian.
It's black. It's Blasian.
That's an overcooked. Kinda X122 says, I got the 2-part jab towards the beginning. I got COVID either 2 or 3 times anyway. Shit. Mario Trujillo says, thank you, Drex. I thought I was insane seeing things or just reading too much into things, but nope, the amount of crazy I've seen from conservatives far outstrips the libs. Also, hi, Mr. Nose. Hey, what's up, Mario? Hey, look, talking to people, like, I've never been to CPAC or any of these like conservative conventions. I don't go do that stuff at all. But what I have heard about what goes on at those conservative conventions.
Tell me.
Drex. Abject and utter degeneracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, a lot of these, like, hold on. What's my fucking phone case like that? These conservative content creators, right? The women who everyone's like, oh my God, she's a traditional woman. Use a hoe.
Shit.
Yeah. Get a choo-choo train.
Oh my gosh. What the hell? What's this? It doesn't matter.
Dudes kill me with this shit.
Okay, here we go. We've got Drop Barracuda says, in other recent news, what are the odds they'll find Occam's razor and a rolled up bill in one of Hunter's pockets? You heard about the White House cocaine incident.
The coke stash?
Yeah.
So they evacuated.
You know exactly who it was.
It wasn't Hunter. He didn't do nothing. Hunter.
He have cameras everywhere. Everywhere.
Dude.
You
Hunter,
find that little bag and you know like, they're like, all right, we'll just watch these 3 cameras for the past 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else would have gone back and got it. I'm like, oh shit, I dropped the bag. You know it's Hunter. Oh my God. Asia Frazier says, Drex is a black trans, a German Shepherd.
Oh, that is a tough one. I mean, probably because you think
it's a dachshund, right?
Well, yeah, you've been probably raised by a fucking single mom, right? There's not too many black dudes.
What stats do you have to support that? Hey, did you see the article that was like the myths and memes about black dads just aren't true? Did you see that?
Is that from the who did that? It's like one of those agencies, right? One of those.
No, this is a news thing. It was so fucking funny because like they had to admit down the article. It's like they had the rates of single mother or like absent fatherhood by race. It was like black 64%. The next one was like Hispanic, like 46. Then it was like white 26, and then Asian 15. But their comeback was the black dads who stay there were more likely to change a diaper than other races.
I've heard about that.
It was like, whoa, guys.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem with a lot of these things, though, right? Which is, it's really simple. Who picks these men, Nick?
Black women.
The women. If the women choose dudes, okay, watch this. I didn't know that Latrell was going to be terrible. You didn't know? Do you have any priors? Was he in and out of jail?
I mean, he was out of jail.
Think about it. So you've seen these black chicks going on those pen pal prison inmate things, right?
Right.
It's flooded with black bitches. So let me get this straight. You couldn't find any regular black dudes in general. They don't want that, Nick. They want Pookie and Ray Ray. So don't let them have them. Let them have them. So I don't argue over like crime stats and anything. I'm just kind of like, look, dude, people are going to do what they're going to do. People, women are going to be with the guys they want to be with. How many times have we seen, look, Jerry Falwell Jr.'s wife was getting plowed by the pool boy, right?
Man, the worst. You just want to see
he literally
recorded video chat where
he literally peeks around the corner, fam.
Hey.
But that's your conservative genius. Jesus.
What's going on out there?
Yep.
That was not good. Here we go. X Gundam X78 says, Nick, it's been a while. My cousin was one of the first few that were pardoned in Minnesota with the charge changed to the pardon rules. Oh, wait, with the weed pardoning. Very cool. I was thinking of applying for that job. Because weed gets legal on August 1st here.
Mm-hmm.
And the Supreme Court of Minnesota wants someone, they want to hire someone to sit on the board because they got to review 66,000 convictions and determine whose convictions get vacated. I have to make sure they're like nonviolent and not associated with other crime or whatever. Like I want to have that job. Pardon him. Yep. What about this guy? Yep. But he murdered 6 people next to the weed. Yep.
Yep.
Pardon all of them. Pardon everybody.
You imagine doing hard time though? Like you were in prison for some hard time, for fucking weed.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, it's okay now.
You ever see the people who like that was their 3rd strike?
Oh.
And like they had some bad stuff before, but then it's like they're on a fine track and they literally get nailed for a felony possession. And then it's like, oh yeah, you had some weed oil in a vape pen. You're
damn.
Guess what? It's life. But life though. 3 strikes.
If
sorry.
you're a cop, man, you should know better. But I will say this though. Do you know what you can do? on August 1st, you gotta get the clip. You know the clip I'm thinking of, don't you? Ricky O. You're all free now.
Fucking wall punch.
The wall punch
Oh
that
my
he could have
God.
done at any point during the fucking movie. You're like,
Yeah. Why didn't you just save everybody?
You could have just come on, man.
But he would have let those monsters out.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Goliath. Grifty says, shout out to Flawed, CEO Chris, and Rumble as a whole. Over 20,000 given out to small channels and 2 streams. Last raid today was the best. Got to see it. Yeah, I saw they dropped $5,000 on a guy's first stream, and like his mom came and hugged him and stuff. Very, very cool. Look, Rumble's a cool company. They are really good to creators, and they're constantly building. So it's very awesome to see. Drop Barracuda says black titties are the thing in the 2020s. Okay. Rochester Cycle Cam says, don't forget to tell Drex about Turtle Boy and Ratchet Madness. Oh yeah, don't worry. That's the Baltimore thing I was telling you about.
Wait, Turtle Boy?
He's the reporter.
His name is Turtle Boy.
Well, it's his reporter name. He's been on the show. Like, he's cool.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I have the image of David Spade in that one movie, Master of Disguise.
Neanderthal 2020, welcome to Lawyer Status. Frederick Little says, Drex, remember, not all guys can be like King Manjeet.
What a legend.
I want to interview Manjeet.
Dude, why can't you find that dude?
How do you find Manjeet?
Well, he's underneath that bitch. Just lift her up.
You know he died in his sleep.
Oh, man.
He died peacefully in his sleep as a happy Canadian citizen.
Damn.
Like, he found love days before his visa was going to expire. Did he now?
Did he?
Where?
Hey, my man had that face, though. That was $1 million smile.
Legal Vices Drex, keep Jock Stockton's name out your fucking mouth. Do not dump on Utah royalty. Asia Frazier says, so yesterday I had to deal with a snake at the office. Literally, there was a snake in my office, caught it with a trash grabber. Now wires make me paranoid. Damn. Very good. And finally, Dumb Username says, whatever podcast will be next to be exposed, Drex. Ooh. I got to get out there before that happens.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, who do you think is going to be, I'm trying to think like what like podcast is considered like, growing or bigger. Cause like,
I mean, that one's
Pearly
pretty big.
Things has already been exposed. Fresh and Fit is exposed.
Pearl still gets a lot of attention.
But she gets no real views. From what I've heard, her videos get like no real views.
Really?
So she has like subscriber counts.
Yeah.
And all those shorts, they hit the algorithm. But like she has no real views on her show. But
I have no idea. I don't watch any of this.
I don't know who's going to be like the next person that people are like, aha, got him. But
we got Lemon Ration says, did Drex see Rolo drop some spicy info on Lauren Southern? She's been lying about being married for 2 years and might have had a secret child with Destiny.
No, I refuse to believe that.
Yeah, that's a big claim.
Yeah, you gotta come with some strong receipts with that.
Oh shit! Drop Barracuda says back titties, not black titties. It was a big people joke.
Okay,
dude, back titties are gross.
Yeah, do you know where you see them the most? The Minnesota State Fair.
Oh my!
You
do. I don't go there. I don't go there.
You don't go to the state. Damn it!
It's always every time I go, it's hot. It's too hot to eat. That's what I don't like.
You gotta go on a cool day.
Well, how do you dress like this and go to the state fair?
I mean, look,
there isn't a cool day.
A less hot day.
We always go near the end. It's still fucking hot.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. We are. Oh, we gotta talk about this real quick before we swap over to Rumble. We got. Here we go. Damn it. This one. Here we go. Let's see. We got ladies and gentlemen, look, I know how we can fix the fat problem in America, Drex.
Uh-oh.
You know how we can do it? Right here with the Tack Right mini chainsaw. That's right. If you are looking to help your neighbor, friend, loved one, spouse shave some weight, you just get yourself a Tack Right mini chainsaw. Fits in your hand and you carve the pounds away, Drex. Treadmills, bench press, squats, that's for losers and pitches. You just grab yourself a handheld and just.
I have all these like images in my head of what someone would do with that.
I have two of these. Yep. I'll show you tomorrow.
Oh God, that's great.
Is
that the real size right there?
Yes. It's handheld like a drill. The blade's like this long. It's for like pruning trees or whatever.
Yeah.
Or chopping a little bit of that underarm waddle. It'll tear right through some skin. No problem.
Oh, damn.
Eat all the Subways you want. Carve it off later. The Tack Right mini chainsaw can handle all of the jobs. Hey, I know you saw that picture.
Which one?
Of the dude shaving his pregnant wife's lady bits for her boyfriend on Twitter.
Yeah.
Why would you don't even need that? A Tack Right mini chainsaw could take care of that job in seconds. It doesn't matter if she's got a forest downstairs. Just chop that field down. No worries, no mistakes. Perfectly safe for use on skin, hair, genitals, fingers, lips, tongues, earlobes, and noses. The Tack Right mini chainsaw is perfect for all your needs.
Well,
these statements not evaluated by the FDA.
yeah, you got to say that, right? Well, now you said Baltimore fucked up. Someone just texted me saying because she has family in Baltimore.
We're gonna hit that Baltimore story in just a minute.
Damn it! Wait, did you show them?
We're switch over to Rumble first.
Did you show them pictures of the fucking fireworks going off?
No, I've got some video of the fireworks too.
Oh yeah, man.
So anyway, that's it. Look, tackrightnose.com. Look, you can buy these chainsaws. They're like $100. They're cool. They're battery powered. The batteries actually last a little while, and they're great for jobs around the house. Like unironically, used mine a couple times. My mother-in-law has used her. She used her husband's, and she likes it. He likes it. It's good stuff, and it can take care of stuff that you don't want to get a big ass chainsaw out for. And if you buy 3 of them, you get a nice discount. Like you can get. They're like $70 each if you buy 3. All right, guys, we are going to pop over to Rumble. The link to Rumble is pinned chat on the live chat. It's also in the description on YouTube. Thank you for hanging out with us on YouTube. Come see us on Rumble. We got some silly shit to cover.
Yeah, now we can discuss let me ask you something. Don't you get annoyed by some of this though? Like having to be like
all the censorship? Yeah.
Yeah, like I want to be able to say something. Like, oh, okay, we gotta wait. It's like
Yep. Exactly. All right. We'll see you guys over there in just a minute. If you don't come over to Rumble, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Peace.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen,